Hello, good evening everyone, especially to you ma'am. My name is Edsel M. Gumotod with the partner of Mr. Raven Garcia. So our topic is all about the preschooler physical development. So preschooler is refers to the child that ages about 3 to 5 years old prior to enter the elementary school. This stage is crucial for cognitive, emotional, physical, and physical development. But now we are about to tackle about the physical development of preschool or preschooler physical development. So first, we have here the fine motor skills that refers to the precise movements and with the coordinations of muscles. So in our arms, particularly in our arms. So as a child, it is important for them because it enables them to perform their activities as a child, as a preschooler. So as I've said, that fine motor skills is the development of child or preschooler physical development that is particularly in their arms, their wrist, their hands and fingers. So that is that enable them to perform. We have here in the age of 36 to 48 months, they are able to turn pages, copy lines, bisects across, copy squares and triangle. So as a child, as a preschooler, they are able to do those activities in the age of 36 to 48 because of the development, which is what we call the fine motor skills. So they are able to draw square but don't know how to recognize those certain shapes. So they only know how to copy lines, to use their hands to fingers to do those activities such as copy lines, turn pages, opening books like that. We also have here the 49 to 60 months old. So they already know how to copy patterns, draw human figure, draw house, colors within lines. So unlike the months that is only ranged from 36 to 48, here in 49 to 60 months, they're able to draw human figure. So as a child, it is something like more difficult for them to do that activities, but in the age of 49 to 60 months old, that fine motor skills developed more and more. So they can do those activities such as they can be able to draw human figures, copy patterns, draw houses. They're able to colors within lines. So that is the development within the months that the child had, the months of 49 to 60 months. So next here we have here the personal care and hygiene. So it is important to a child that is being taught of a proper hygiene so that they can bring it when they grow. So here in personal care and proper hygiene, we have here the age that is ranged for 36, also a 36 and to 48 months. So here in the age, they know how to pour without spillage. So they know how to pour water, or it's either from the glass without spilling it. They feed themselves with spoon, so they know how to feed themselves with spoon, using spoon. And also they dress without assistance. They don't need the assistance of their parents to assist them to dress. So that is in the age or the months that is ranged for 36 to 48 months in personal care and hygiene. So we also have here the 49 to 60 months, in which they know how to feed themselves with fingers. So here in 36 to 48 months, they know how to feed themselves to using spoon. But here in 49 to 60 months, they know how to feed themselves using a fingers. So they also dress independently, with also without a assistance. Also same, also like a month with 36 to 48. So wipes of after bowel movements, so after doing a something, a activities that can make them sweat, so they know how to wipe it. So that is the ability of of the 49 to 60 months here in a personal care and hygiene. So then they here they know how to what we call by this, they know how to take a proper hygiene. Next, we have here the caregiver role. So the caregiver role, we have the two parts, which is the stimulating environment and maximize development. So first, we have here the stimulating environment, which provide a stimulating environment and appropriate activities. Means the child already know or already recognize what they are doing. So, for examples, we have here the stimulating activities. They already know how to, they already know and they already recognize what they are doing in such as paintings, drawing, arts like that. So they already recognize what kind of activities they are doing. So part of an environment, they already know how to sit in a proper chair, doing activities that is proper, that is being proper. So just like that. So also here in stimulating environment, they are also recognizing the what do we call by this, a safe spaces in which they are ensuring a secure, well ventilated, and a clutter-free area. So also here in stimulating environment, they are also developing their cognitive, we have here the example of playing games. We have here the puzzle games. So they are developing their cognitive here. So that is they're imparting their cognitive, their initiative to that kind of activity, playing puzzle games. So that is a part of stimulating environment. So next, we have here the maximize preschoolers development through international teaching. As what the philosopher said, Reggio Emilia, a child-led project-based learning emphasizing curiosity and explorations. So as a child or a preschooler, here in maximizing development, they are able to read stories to explore themselves, such as wondering about anything. So they are able to do that. That activity is. Next, we have here the maximizing preschooler development through international teaching. So, as what the philosopher said, Reggio Emilia, a child-led project-based learning emphasizing curiosity and exploration. So, here in maximizing the development, we can see here that the child is able to read stories. So that is what Reggio Emilia emphasizing, the explorations of a child about seeking stories, about wondering about things. So that is only that is one part of maximizing development. This is what the teachers do, in which they are teaching the preschooler child, like reading stories for them to develop their maximization development. So that is one part or one example of maximize development. Okay, last we have here the gross motor skills, in which the student or child or the preschooler students that is ranging the age of 3 to 5 years is doing activities that is involve their muscles, the large group of muscles, and it involves whole body movements. So under gross motor development, we have here the locomotor skills, included to walking, running, climbing, hopping, creeping, galloping, and dodging. So it is something like sounds heavier for a child to do those activities, but with the range with the age that is range of about 3 to 5 years, or shall we say the preschooler students, they are doing this kind of activities which is belong to a locomotor skills. Also, we have here the non-locomotor skills, which is bending, stretching, turning, swaying. Also heavy, it also sounds like heavier per a child or preschooler student to do these activities, so they're able to stretch, to bend their body. So lastly, we have here the manipulative skills, so throwing, striking, bouncing, catching, dribbling. So it is usable especially for a child that is engaged for a sport, any kinds of sports. So you have here the catching a ball games like playing a baseball, and also we have here the dribbling, playing basketball. If your child or a preschooler student is doing an activities or outside activities like sports, so that is belong to a gross motor development, or shall we say it is a heavier activities that the child or a preschooler do this kind of activities. So that's all.
My name is Raven J.D. Garcia, and today I'm going to discuss you what are the benefits of having a physical activities for a preschooler. Number 1. Healthy bones. Build and maintain healthy bones and muscles and joints. Number 2. Weight control. Controls weight and build lean muscles. Number 3. Prevent or delay hypertension, depression, and anxiety. Number 4. Learning capacity. It increases capacity for learning. Fine motor development. This is where the children uses their fine motor skills. Number 1 is painting. They uses paint, crayons, and markers. Puzzles. They love solving puzzles, building with blocks. And number 3 is cutting. They use scissors to cut papers or strings. And lastly is keyboarding, where they use smartphones, keyboards, where they use their fine motor skills. Also, preschoolers must have a proper nutrition. If a preschooler is having a too much nutrition, it will cause a overweight or obese. And if also in preschoolers having a too little nutrition, it will cause a malnutrition. Preschoolers need a balanced meals with fruits and vegetables, whole grains, protein, dairy, healthy fats, and limited sugar, and plenty of water. And lastly, preschoolers must have a proper sleep. The sleep duration of a preschooler must be 10 to 12 hours of sleep each day. It also releases their growth hormones during sleep, especially during REM or the rapid eye movement. And it also enhances their brain activity during dreaming. So, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye!